And now to the Trump presidency, the administration announcing a pause on all asylum decisions in the wake of the shooting of two members of the National Guard just blocks away from the White House. This comes as officials continue to push for a resolution to bring the war between Russia and Ukraine to an end. CBS News Miami's Weijia Jiang reports.
In the wake of the shooting of two members of the National Guard in Washington, D.C. on Wednesday, the Trump administration is directing the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services to pause all asylum decisions. The president posted on Truth Social he will permanently pause migration from all third world countries to allow the U.S. system to fully recover. The announcement comes after the president repeatedly criticized the Biden administration's immigration policies.
There's a problem because so many bad ones came in on the planes. They just walked in. Whoever the strongest people were physically in a way, but whoever the strongest, they got on the planes. There was no checking.
The suspected gunman has been identified as Rahmanullah Lakanwal, an Afghan national living in Washington state. He served alongside U.S. troops in Afghanistan and was allowed to move to the U.S. in 2021 through a Biden-era program called Operation Allies Welcome. The changes to the nation's asylum policy came as West Virginia residents gathered to mourn the death of National Guard specialist Sarah Beckstrom, who was killed.
Nothing but caring, loving, willing to help somebody, anything out of her way to help somebody get through it.
In another White House development, CBS News has learned that Secretary of State Marco Rubio and other U.S. delegates will meet with Ukrainian officials here in Florida on Sunday.
The meeting comes in the wake of a deadly Russian attack on the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv, on Saturday. President Trump had previously hoped to hammer out a deal to bring Russia's war with Ukraine to an end by Thanksgiving. Weijia Jiang, CBS News, West Palm Beach, Florida.
Northwestern University is agreeing to pay the Trump administration $75 million. This comes after the school reached a settlement to end investigations into anti-Semitism and restore federal research funding. The administration froze $790 million in grant funding to the school, arguing the school had not done enough to fight anti-Semitism. Northwestern is just one U.S. university that has been accused of anti-Semitism for allowing pro-Palestinian protests in the wake of the October 7th Hamas attacks in Israel.